This is a very old story. At that time, a powerful king ruled in Sweden. His empire was spread far and wide. A whole group of messengers worked in the court to carry the king's messages. A person named Lucas was the head of that group. The king trusted Lucas a lot. If the king had to send a very important and secret message, he would entrust it to Lucas. Lucas was very brave and kind-hearted. Everything went well in the beginning, but now his nature started becoming an obstacle in his path. Lucas could not see anyone sad. If he saw a poor person on the way, he would leave all his work and start taking care of him. At that time, he would completely forget that the king had sent him an important message, which had to be delivered immediately. Many times, due to this, the king's messages would arrive late. Sometimes, this will also cause harm. When the king came to know about this, he became very angry. He scolded Lucas a lot. He warned that if the message reached late again, he would be severely punished. Lucas kept listening with his head bowed down. But he could not change his nature. Once, he was carrying the king's message and he saw a man lying unconscious. He was about to stop there, but then he remembered the king's warning. He reluctantly moved ahead. But his mind kept troubling him all the way. Once, Lucas was going on a mountain path with a message. The sky was overcast and it was raining. Then he saw an old woman slipping and falling. He immediately ran and caught the old woman. If Lucas had not reached there on time, the old woman would have fallen into a ditch thousands of feet deep. But even then, the old woman was badly injured. Her head had broken after hitting the stone and was bleeding. The old woman had become unconscious. Lucas was in a dilemma. If he takes care of the old woman, the message will be delayed and the king will be angry. And if he goes to deliver the message, who knows what the condition of the old woman would be due to lack of care. There was no one there whom Lucas could leave to take care of the old woman. Lucas kept thinking and thinking. At last, he decided that whatever happens, he will go ahead only after the old woman gets well. Lucas built a hut for the old woman there. He bandaged her wounds and when she got well, he left her in a village and moved ahead. The old woman blessed Lucas a lot. It was very late in delivering the message. Lucas understood that the king will definitely punish him this time. And this is what happened. When the king came to know, he not only fired Lucas from his job but also ordered him to leave his kingdom. What could the poor Lucas do? He quietly left the kingdom. He kept roaming here and there the whole day. He would fill his stomach by eating wild fruits and flowers. If he saw a poor person or an injured animal, he would forget everything and start serving it. But this could not go on forever. Lucas would not get food for many days. One day he was roaming in the forest. He saw a hut there. Thinking that he might get something to eat and drink, he headed towards it. As soon as Lucas reached near the hut, an old woman came out from inside. This was the same old woman whom Lucas had saved from falling into the ravine. The old woman also recognized him. She took Lucas to the hut and fed him a full meal. While eating, tears came to Lucas's eyes. Today, after so many days, he had eaten a full meal. When the old woman asked, Lucas told the whole story. On hearing this, the old woman gave a pair of slippers to Lucas. She said, "Son, wear these." Lucas kept looking at the old woman with surprise. He did not understand what was happening. The old woman understood what was in Lucas's mind. She said with a smile, "Son, these slippers are going to fly. I am a witch. For so many days, I have been looking for a person who does charity selflessly. You are really a very good person. These slippers will be very useful to you. Wearing them, you can go wherever you want. It will not take any time at all." Lucas came out wearing the magical slippers. When he thought of flying, he really started flying in the air. Seeing this, he was very happy and thanked the old woman and went back. Now Lucas again reached the king. He told the king to employ him again. Now he will do the work perfectly. The king considered Lucas to be a good man. His anger had also subsided. He employed Lucas again. With the help of those magical slippers, Lucas would send messages from one place to another in the blink of an eye. The king was very happy about this. One day, Lucas was flying with a message. Suddenly, he looked down. A man was lying unconscious on a rock, covered in blood. Lucas could not go further. He got down there and bandaged the man's wounds and then moved ahead. This time he was late in delivering the message. The king scolded him again. Lucas decided in his mind that he would mind his own business, not look anywhere else, and would help the poor in his free time. One day, Lucas was passing through a forest. Suddenly, he saw that he was standing on the ground. He had suddenly come down to earth while flying. Lucas wished to fly again, but even after wishing several times, he did not fly. He stood in the same place. Lucas thought that perhaps the effect of the magical slippers was wearing off. He was standing and thinking when the same old woman came there. On seeing her, Lucas told her everything. Hearing this, the old woman shook her head in surprise. She said, "Son, this can never happen. These slippers are really miraculous. Give it to me, let me see what the matter is." When the old woman wore the slippers herself, she immediately started flying in the sky. Seeing this, Lucas got confused. What was the matter? He took the slippers from the old woman and wore them, but he could not fly. Then this happened many times. Whenever the old woman wore slippers, she started flying in the sky and Lucas was not successful at flying. Seeing this, the old woman said, "I am not able to understand what this mystery is." Just then, Lucas's eyes went ahead. He saw an injured pigeon lying under a car. He ran there. He bandaged the pigeon. And this time, when he wore the slippers, it flew into the sky. Lucas immediately went down. He placed the slippers in front of the old woman. He said, "Mother, these flying slippers are for you." "Why, son?" the old woman asked. "Now I understand why I was not able to fly before and how I can fly now. Actually, the slippers are fine. The problem is in my mind," Lucas said. The old woman was listening to him quietly. Lucas continued, "There was an injured pigeon lying in front of me and I wanted to leave it and fly away. That is why my mind stopped me. Even your magical slippers became helpless in front of my mind. My mind was listening to the voice of that injured pigeon. This was the reason that as soon as the pigeon got well, the magic of the slippers came back. That is why I am fine without them. Today I have understood what I should do. I will do that. And for that work I do not need these magical slippers." Hearing this, the old woman laughed. She said, "Son, you are right. Every magic is useless in front of the magic of the mind. You serve the poor and the needy. You will get happiness through that magic." That's it. From that day Lucas left all the work. He started roaming around serving the poor and the needy. It is said that Lucas is immortal even today.